the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right.
The good news, Coach, is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Check that.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 25-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Check. Wide, 61, matchbox, hit it.
Operating from the gun, Costello. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Lindsay. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the Bears' 15-yard line.
Let's go now. 15, line it. 15 line. Bravo! Mike 2!
Off the play fake. Costello. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. Costello. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Back to throw. Love. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
15-yard line.
Lonnie, 15, Lonnie. You got nothing.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Chopper, chopper. Ready, go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Love. And Robinson with a big catch. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mike 56.
On first down, Love. He's got his man on the crossing route. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen. Touchdown number 18 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick some.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Off the play fake. Costello. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for their offensive guys.
Here we go. Kill. Go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Ready. 10-2 stop. I smell fear in that.
Off play action. Costello. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds. 33 yards that time. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
On first down, Lindsey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw on 2nd down. Costello, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Roquan Smith, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, Costello. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's got some space here. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Off the play fake. Love. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you. Let's go.
Off play action. Love. Wide open receiver complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Might want to remember that third down play, 37 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Love. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Check.
A give to Cohen. He heads right. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check your hot read. 56.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
I'm letting you know right now, you better block it. Big ass. 36. And go.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And an alley to run. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, Costello. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, Lindsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On the ready. Mike 29. Here it goes. Here it goes. Back. Now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Ready.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Check. 53 Check. 53.
From the gun, Costello. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this hole.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 19, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and through, and that will shave one more off this lead. This one fielded at the 5.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen, and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, McClellan. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll keep it on the ground. McClellan, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose...
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Cheetah.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop.
Next 3. 218, chop. Check. Get it.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Here we go. 7, 8, 3.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Watch 2. Hey, keep it up. Say. Hey. Defense.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Come on, set.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Bears' 46-yard line.
Set, ready. 60 or. Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down. Costello, screen pass to Lindsey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Costello. Flush to his right. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Ready, break.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Set, ready. 18 Gator. Check pass, check pass. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Love. This is caught by Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. They go play action here on first down. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Ready, go.
Draw play, Cohen, and an alley to run. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
61. Matchbox, right. 56. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Your trip is here.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. The 20.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Lindsey, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw. Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game.
Ready. 10 Lobo. Smith.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Back to throw. Love. He finds Robinson. Chicago! Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And an alley to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 20, 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Denver, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Get to here with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them. I'ma break them, I'm a Hall of Fame.